This week on Pole House Backpot Weekend Getaways, we're on our front porch. What's on the menu?
Doing an Irish spice bag, so stick around.
Hello.
Welcome to another weekend getaway. This time we're just doing some cooking on the front porch. And we're going to do the recipe that we were planning on doing
when we forgot everything.
When we went to Crowder State Park a couple weeks ago. So we didn't shoot this video last week because it was really hot here in the middle part of Missouri.
And as I posted on our community, we lost my mom over the weekend.
Yeah, it was not a surprise.
So it was not a surprise, but it's still
a shocker.
Well,
in its own way.
In its own way.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're doing Irish spice bag.
Yeah.
So
we'll kind of talk about it, what it is as we get ready, as we're cooking it. So.
And where we got it from too.
Yeah. So okay, we're going to regroup, get this fire started, and then we'll be right back. Okay, we're going to start by lighting a fire in our Swedish torch. So we're going to start with some pine cones. We'll drop them in the bottom. We're also again going to cut up some little scrap lumber, pretty good and dry, so it ought to burn pretty good. Put a few of them in the very bottom so we can get this going. And we're going to cheat with a nice little torch. Get this going here real quick. Burning for a little bit and let it burn down and get a little bit of coals in here. And then it's got to have a pretty good hot fire. So we're going to let this burn just a few minutes, and we're going to use the Lodge Cook It All, which is we're going to use it as a wok tonight. So this gets going in a few minutes. We'll be okay. First step, it's got several step process actually, and one of the steps is you have to use a dry spice mix, and this actually starts with a teaspoon of sugar. We also use a tablespoon of Korean, I think it's like an Asian. It's a 5 spice powder, pretty sure that's Asian. So that's a tablespoon. It's got a lot of good spices in it, including some warm spices like, I got cinnamon and some things like that in it too. I think allspice and cinnamon.
That's in the sauce, right?
That's in this 5 spice powder. I know it's got some. So it takes a tablespoon. Okay.
Where do you find that 5 spice?
This you can buy it in most of your grocery stores places now, or in an Asian market, or in the Asian section.
Most big city stores.
I think probably you can find it without too much trouble. Okay. It also takes about a half teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Same with some black pepper. As well as some regular plain old salt.
Now wait, tell us where you got this recipe
This
from.
recipe, I had never heard of it before. And we were watching, we kind of watched him, a guy from England called Kent Survival. And he does a lot of camping and cooking and different recipes, and he also trials a lot of different tents and gadgets and stuff when he's cooking. So that is really an interesting smelling combination of stuff. So this ought to be really good. Okay, so this we're going to set aside, and we get ready to actually do the stir fry part. This will go in with our stir fry, and our fire's going pretty good. It's getting there. We're going to get a little bit more heat going, and we'll do a few more pieces of wood in here. Get this fire. And what we're going to do here is, it's a 2-step process. We're going to start by using our wok with a little extra oil in it as kind of a deep fryer. And what we have to do, Kent didn't do this on his, but we decided we're going to try it because we used frozen French fries, or in this case, because we're not in the United States anymore, we're over in Ireland and England area, they're going to be chips. and like a chip fish or chicken and chip combo thing. This is actually going to be the little chicken nuggets and chips, and we're going to deep fry them first, set them aside, and then we're going to stir fry the rest of it. And he did it without cooking the chicken and chips first, but I think this way we get them more extra crispy and it'll be nice and tasty done. And since the chicken is not pre-cooked, we want to make sure that chicken gets done. But those are frozen and we're going to use. So we're going to regroup for a second, let the fire get a little bit more heat to it, and we'll be right back. Alright, oil's in. We're going to give it a couple of minutes, get it up at good temp, about 350, and we're going to get our chicken cooking first. So, I didn't tell you that, but if you look in there, you may not be able to see it, but I put a couple kernels of popcorn in there. And it's a real good sign when that popcorn pops. We're about 350 to 360 degree oven. Oil, excuse me. Alrighty, looky here. We have popcorn, which means we'll give this to the birds. One more, and they hadn't popped yet. We don't want to eat that unpopped. So, okay. So we're gonna get our chicken cooked first, like I said. Get in there carefully.
Well, if there was any doubt that that was ready.
Well, we don't want to overcrowd it, so we're going to do it in a couple batches. So we're going to lay that in there and get that cooking. Now, usually a lot of times when you deep fry, you use more oil than this. We're trying not to use a ton of oil. And if you keep it kind of going, nice and hot, you can kind of stir it, and it'll still kind of a pan fry rather than deep fry, and it'll be fine.
So we'll be back when we're doing something else.
And now it's time for the chips. Fries are cooked, or excuse me, this is England. Chips are cooked, and so is the chicken. So, now, that was kind of the chicken and chip side for the English side, or Irish side, because it's an Irish spice bag. I think this dish actually originated in Dublin, and it's not really very old. So, I'm going to cook Angel's first. I'm not going to use as many onions for her, because she's an onion fan.
About half of what you got there.
So, just a few for her to get her started. And then we're going to do lots of pepper. We do half the peppers. Peppers are good. She likes all of them. And I think where this originated, like you say, in Dublin, and it is only about, from what I did, from what I've seen, it's only about a 20-some-year-old recipe. So, kind of neat, but it was, what it is a Chinese takeout spin on fish or chicken and chips, not fish and chips. So, what they would do is they'd fix this up, and I think it's still very popular now. And they'll cook all this together in a stir fry with chicken and chips. I keep saying fish and chips. Sorry, chicken and chips with an Asian flair, and put it in this. Basically, dump it all in this bag, and you take it out. So, we're going to get these cooked a few minutes so they're not too undone. We started probably with about couple tablespoons of oil that was left in the pan. Dumped out just a little bit of the extra. Try got enough. You may not quite have enough heat. Takes a lot of heat for this, and it seems like with no wind today, we're having a little bit of heat problems with our Swedish torch. Just don't quite have enough heat in it. So, okay, so that first part's done. Now we're going to put half of our fish and keep saying fish. Half of our chicken and chips in.
You know, this probably would be good with fish.
It probably would. I think I put more chicken in than I'm supposed to. There we go. Okay, looks like about half of it. And now, give that a quick stir. Since our chips and our chicken are already done, not going to take too long.
You know something we forgot?
What's that?
Plates.
And then we add some of our, she's going to get plates. We add some of our spices. This is what gives it that Asian seasoned flair. Okay. Give this a toss. Just cook a couple minutes, and then we've got one more thing to add. We'll pop it up probably at the end of the video, but there's also a there's a sauce that's made with Oriental curry and a couple other things. You start with a roux and then flour and oil, and then you add spices. So we'll put that at the end of the video so you can see how that is. So we'll give this a couple minutes to cook, finish up, heating back up, and then we'll add the sauce. Okay, that's looking pretty much almost there. I'm going to add this sauce. You can put it on top, or in this case we're going to add some of it right in.
We had this once before and we liked it all mixed in together.
That heat up a couple of seconds, and Angel's will be done. Mine will be just about the same with a few more onions.
Now that looks like a plate of food.
Mm-hmm. Our spice bag, fast food takeout.
We're gonna try this one.
I'm gonna put the oil in mine.
And let it get to heating
And
up.
it get heated up. Yep.
I want a little chip, I want a little chicken, and a pepper. I didn't say fish.
Good, because I said it enough times for both of us. I'm going to restock a little bit of the wood. Is that good?
It is good. Why don't you try a bite?
Okay. Well,
You better get you one of them nasty onions that you know I ain't gonna eat.
yeah, I'll eat your onions.
It's just got a different flavor. Totally different flavor. So, that about does it for this weekend getaway. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, which is like. Share us on Facebook or Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified when we have new videos. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.